This is the Gore Club podcast with Steve Vessell, Ace, and Deathmetal Dave. Hey guys, welcome to the Gore Club podcast. We're doing an unboxing tonight, Ace and I, of the Trick or Treat.
Trick or Treat.
The
best one.
The 80s heavy metal horror movie that we all love and adore and have masturbated to. And you know what? I'm going to cut all that out. But anyways, it doesn't matter. If you were lucky enough to get one of these 666 fucking episodes, what the fuck?
666 copies or whatever they made. I can't remember.
I'm sure it's not that low. It can't be that low. But yeah, it was a scary thing. We all know that if you were trying to get it, and it's overpriced, but they were smart because they limited everything and they made everything crashed, and we all were like, no, and then it worked again, and then
I was at work trying to get on the Synapse website. Like, it was like, no, it's not working.
It was a good marketing ploy, if it was real or not. I don't know. Oh shit, sorry. By the way, if you turned in for our 31 Nights of Halloween episodes, thank you. And of course, this is Night of the Demons because we had Linnea Quigley on the last episode talking about Night of the Demons with me. And it was really cool.
Yeah, it was awesome.
She was sick as hell, but she's become a real friend of the podcast. And she basically was like, all right, but you can't put me on camera because I look like a zombie. And I was like, that's fucking funny.
And I've got 25 dogs on me.
All right, I'm going to get out Mrs. Voorhees. So Ace already opened his.
Yeah.
Because he's like that kid at Christmas.
Yeah, couldn't wait. As soon as I saw it on my front porch today, and immediately just went out there and was like, Gah! I was like, it's here. Yeah. I ran upstairs into my bathroom and shut the door. Opened it up.
Killer, mommy. Killer. Deathmetal Dave did not get his in the mail correctly. There was a problem with mailing. So I know he's at the Skyline Drive-In watching some kick-ass drive-in movies. So good for him.
I pretend I'm taking the plastic off this right now.
Oh, shut up. At least I know it came. Oh, it's bubble wrap. Bubble wrap.
Bubble wrap. Always be careful opening those boxes because pretty sure I've ripped through a cover before doing that with a big knife.
Oh, yeah. This is the shit. All right, so I got cover C.
I got cover A.
That's right. Okay, then Deathmetal Dave got cover
B.
He got cover B, man. Since yours is all the way open, we'll just look at yours. So what does it come with?
The outside of it has this little thing on it that I'm going to have to keep up with, I guess, for the rest of my life because I don't want to throw this away.
Yeah.
But it's not ever going to stay on there.
I usually just fold it and put it inside, like as an insert.
This is probably the nicest Blu-ray box set I've ever purchased because I'm a notorious cheap person. But the next best thing I have to this is probably the Creepshow, the nice Blu-ray that I have, which is really nice.
Was that Arrow or was that Shout? It doesn't matter.
I think it was Arrow.
Okay.
But this nice cardboard, it just feels nice to touch.
I get to touch this until I open. I get to touch this before I open until I open mine.
This thing's a brick. I mean,
it doesn't beat this.
It does not. I mean, yeah. Look at the quality in these. That piece of shit. That full screen piece of shit DVD.
We have talked about this movie to nauseum on this freaking show many times. So yeah. Oh, it's not this one. It's not Trick or Treat, which this is not even the VHS. This is like the Spirit Halloween collector's box set thing, which is really cool.
Yeah, those are pretty cool when they do those.
Yeah. So what does it come with?
This. Well, first of all, it comes with this awesome book with. I mean, this is thick too. I'm going to have to sit down and actually read this thing, but
oh no,
a lot of history.
You're in the Say You Love Satan book club. You got
this will be the book of November.
You guys should totally choose that.
Now, if you flip, I mean, this is a lot. There's one thing in here I did. There's a lot of stuff from newspapers they put in here.
Oh my
Newspaper articles. There was one really cool thing.
Those are badass. There's all kinds of images. It's like when you get an old novelization and in the center it has like production stills and stuff. That's what's in this.
Yeah. It actually has the DVD that we just were making fun of inside of it. And underneath of it, it says the original Lorimar home video VHS Fangoria issue 58 and the oh so shitty Platinum Disc Corporation DVD, which even the creators of this this Blu-ray have like recognized
that just happens to be on the table. Grab the old VHS that we have right there. It says Trick or Treat.
Where?
Right there when I'm pointing.
Oh. Right here.
Yeah.
Lorimar.
Look.
We got all of them.
Look at the beauty.
Trick or treat, baby.
Yeah. I can't wait to open mine. And so this comes with commentary. It comes with whatever the hell this is.
Oh, yeah. Open that up.
Oh.
It comes with that poster, which is the same poster he has on his wall in the movie. It's double-sided, which kind of sucks. So if you like both of them, you have to buy 2 copies of the movie.
Here, am I just dumb? Yes.
Oh.
Don't answer that. Okay.
So there's that.
Oh yeah, that's the album and the movie poster.
And there's the actual poster from the movie where he's like, it's hanging on his wall, and he's like, oh, Sammy.
Dun, 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 dun,
So
dun,
I'm definitely framing this and hanging it in my basement. And it's just going to be like speaking to me in the middle of the night.
You're just going to be worshiping it. I mean, who's wearing this T-shirt tonight?
And like people are going to come over and be like, "Who's Sammy Kerr?" I'll be like, "Why
dude.
you don't know Sammy Kerr?"
Yeah, if you're on our TikTok,
I have the shirt on too, which this is actually a Sale of Satan podcast shirt.
that's so awesome. Yeah, if you're on our TikTok, I do movies of the night every single night, and then I have this massive, huge banner, like old school '80s banner, like a band banner, and it's Sammy Kerr, and people ask me what the fuck it is all the time.
Yeah, that poster rules. It's
God,
almost
it's
worth
awesome.
it just for that.
How many discs are there?
There's 3 discs in here.
Oh, shit. More books.
I haven't opened this up yet. Well, it looks like what they would call lobby cards.
Just smaller.
Ooh, nice.
So, yeah.
So those there.
So these are American lobby cards. I have like Spanish lobby cards. I have Italian lobby cards. So a lobby card is actually what it sounds like is when you're going into a movie theater and you would see smaller versions of like production stills or behind the scenes even, and they would have it'd be like a little teaser on the wall.
Yeah.
A friend of mine has a bunch of John Carpenter original ones. I have all the Return of the Living Dead Spanish.
I don't know. When did they stop doing those? Like, as me going to the movies in the 90s when I was a kid, I never saw them.
Like when VHS really picked up and we were going into the DVD era, is I stopped seeing lobby cards in theaters. So like if you watch Popcorn, there's all kinds of movie posters, and then they have lobby cards. There's so many different types of movie posters. There's one sheets, quads, all that stuff. If you're a nerd, you know what I'm talking about.
Really cool. This one comes with the soundtrack, which if you're any real fan of this movie, you already have this on vinyl, but
and cassette and CD.
But yeah, this you can have the CD of it too. So.
I love that, man. They did that with Suspiria back in Anchor Bay, like released a 3-disc back in the day, and that's like $300 DVD.
And this, I mean, and this is a soundtrack that you'll want to listen to like over and over again.
I just wish I had the Houdini song on it, man.
Oh yeah. And then you got the reversible cover on the inside there with the original.
So that's the original
artwork.
Yeah, that painting is badass. It's like it's one of my screensavers on my phone.
And then it comes with the Blu-ray and the 4K. God, I can't even read. Like, if you can see this tiny little.
I'll close it. I'll close in. I'll do a lot of quick cuts. And
it would take me
so you can see what we're doing.
It would take me like 30 minutes to read off all the special features on this. But it does include the After Midnight music video on there, which.
That's the one.
Yeah.
Okay, if you're watching this, probably the next week or two, we're getting ready to release our newest full-length episode, and it's all about music videos that were made for movie tie-ins. And After Midnight was technically the only official music video made for Trick or Treat. And you can't find it because it's like in different regions, and I would find it and put it on playlist for like events, and it would just disappear. And I guess they finally wised up.
Yeah.
And got it. It's a totally different one than the one you're used to. People are always used to seeing like a fan edit, and it's usually Trick or Treat, and it's not After Midnight.
Yeah. So I'm kind of psyched to watch that.
Yeah. One
thing that I'm sure this is going to fix, having this finally able to watch this in like the original widescreen format. If you watch even the DVD of this where it's in full screen, there's a scene where they're in like his living room later on, and like about halfway through the movie, where the mic just dips down into screen and comes back up because I'm sure watching it in widescreen, you won't see that.
Yeah.
So actually watching it like this will be nice, and it won't look terrible like that DVD does, or But I mean, that DVD is basically they took this tape and just transferred it to a disc and then sold it to you for like $20 in 2005.
So I wanted it. And that's the thing about this, man, is you could not get this because of the soundtrack rights or who knows what else is going on with the. I'm pretty sure it has a lot to do with the music.
It had to have been, but they went all in on this. I mean, you get the soundtrack with it.
Yeah.
They were like, well, not only are we going to use the original music of the movie, we're going to give it to you with the Blu-ray. Like,
yeah. And and I have a friend who works for Synapse, and he's just like, yeah, man, they didn't anticipate the rabid fan base for this movie, but it's just one of those things.
Oh yeah, I'm sure this thing will sell out. I'm like over here just like sucking Synapse's dick right now, but this is like a really fucking good like Blu-ray of this. Like, I mean,
oh shit!
If you've been sitting around waiting on this to come out for years, like,
yeah,
I mean, this is nice. And I know someone commented on
your 31 Nights of Halloween,
my 31 Nights of Halloween, saying, "Well, this is already available." And I mean,
Blu-ray.
If you live
That's
in
a bootleg.
if you live in Europe, I think there was one maybe.
Oh wait, you're right.
Yeah. So if you got like a European copy and like a player that plays like, you know, region B or 2 or whatever, like, then yes, technically you are right. But no, it is not. This is the actual first release. That's not like a bootleg or something in America.
Well, we're going to go run and watch this, and we're going to like pick it apart. But we're not going to do like grain counts and all that stuff. That's for like higher level Blu-ray DVD nerds.
We'll get my jeweler's loop out. I'll be watching it.
I want to enjoy what it is and make sure the aspect ratio, because I've seen the VHS copy a million times. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to go upstairs and hold hands and watch this movie.
Push up our glasses and talk about aspect ratio.
I'm just going to play the soundtrack backwards.
Yeah, this might be the last podcast we ever do. Who knows?
And we're back. I had my shirt inside out earlier, and Ace didn't even tell me, so I went ahead and swapped it out for a Sammy Kerr shirt. So this was like before these things were normal. I actually designed an old Sammy Kerr shirt and put it on the Gore Club. This is during the COVID.
Oh yeah,
and you couldn't really find trick or treat merch. So this was on the Gore Club clothing line.
No wimps.
Look, I've gained a little bit of weight since I made this shirt. But anyways, all right. So man, wow, we just got finished watching the full movie and some of the special features. We couldn't watch all of it because otherwise we'd be here till like 2 a.m.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. How do you feel about that? I mean,
I thought it looked really good. I did notice that you could not see the boom mic dip into the screen on this one, so that's a plus.
A little, yeah, I like it that way. I was telling Ace, it reminded me back when I was a kid and at the end of the Texas Chainsaw Massacre Part 2, when Caroline Williams is doing her crazy chainsaw dance. In the back, you can see semis going back on the highway. And then when they put it out and they put it in the correct aspect ratio, they cropped it just enough. And they did the same thing for this. And I was like, damn it. Good for you, bad for me. I love all that stuff. Man, it looks freaking amazing. I think it's probably the best we're ever going to see it.
It looks good and it sounds really good, because I think watching it, like as far as like a VHS copy or like even that DVD, like the music sounds a little wonky in some of the scenes.
Oh, yeah.
Where it's just kind of like it almost sounds like out of key or something. Like, I don't know what the deal is.
It's in the key of death.
Yeah.
No, I mean, and we watched it in the two channel because I don't have a 5 channel. I've never been that kind of crazy. Like all the unboxings you're gonna see besides ours, because we don't give a shit about that kind of stuff because we watch everything on VHS, is like about the grain and about the sound and about the 5 channel and all that. It's just not. That's not the kind of reviews we give.
Yeah. Shut up, nerd.
That's just way too nerdy, man.
Yeah.
No, but seriously, I mean, I love that kind of stuff. I just don't. I can't analyze a film that way because I love crap. And I don't know.
I don't care about the 5.1.
Yeah.
Plus, I want to hear it like how it was originally heard, like in a theater, originally, like, you know.
Yeah, and they did a really good job. I mean, they cleaned all that up too. I mean, so it's not like the VHS copy audio. It's everything's cleaned up and it sounds way better than, like you said, on this amazing DVD. Just
this nice tape here.
Yeah, holy crap! Whatever, I wore the shit out of that thing. That's okay. Let's go talk about the things that I wish were on there. It was really cool to see the After Midnight music video, and we were correct. It is the one that is so hard to find.
Yeah, I realized I'd never seen that video. I always thought I had, but
it's so hard.
Never
man.
Watched it before. Just them with a white background and clips from the movie.
Yeah,
like $100 music video. Like, I don't even know if they had like a second guy like on a camera there, but
it was cool to see the guy, the lead singer Flogging Molly, who is the lead singer of Fastway, playing guitar and watching his vocals be sung by Tony Fields.
Yeah. We did watch the interview Tony Fields' family.
They did a really good tribute to Tony Fields.
Really good.
And the stuff that he was able to accomplish. Yeah. I forgot that he was in Thriller. I knew he was in Beat It, the Michael Jackson music videos. And I watched Solid Gold as a kid, so I knew him from that. But it was really cool. The family.
Yeah.
You know, some of his one of his
like his
fellow
mom,
actors. Yeah,
his mom was on there. Like,
oh man, I was like, why are you trying to make me cry before I cheer on his death in a movie?
But
wait. Anyways, it was cool to watch it with you, actually.
Oh, yeah.
As many times as we've shown it over the years at Gore Club events, I've never been able to actually sit down and watch it and enjoy it. And that's my phone going off because everyone's like, hey, what's going on? When are you going to put the video out?
It was kind of nice. I think the last 3 times I've watched that movie, it probably was with a group of people. And usually it's like the second or third movie.
Yeah.
So like usually by the time you get there, I'm like about 5-6 beers in and I'm already like.
Tonight he was only 2.
I'm kind of just like, chilling, watching it was nice.
Yeah,
and actually paying attention.
It was it was clear. It was great to see all the little things that I missed over the years on VHS copies and DVD copies of like the makeup. The special effects look really good. Kevin Yeager, of course, it's Kevin Yeager. I mean, Nightmare on Elm Street Part 2 is still my favorite Freddy makeup.
Oh yeah.
I mean, this is the man who created Child's Play, the Chucky doll. I mean, he knew what he was doing, it was fun to watch him get killed in HD.
Yeah. He's the lead singer of that band.
What was his name? Did they actually give him his character name? I can't remember.
I think it just says like guitar player.
Bad wig number 1.
Yeah.
But I guess that's about it, man. We just wanted to wrap this up and say this is so great to be able to be alive, and it only took 50 years for these goddamn things to come out. So whoever arm they had to twist at Dino De Laurentiis company to get all the rights and everything is badass. Thank you, Red Shirt. Thank you, Synapse, and everyone else involved in this. It's really awesome.
Yes,
and hopefully, and if you didn't get a chance to get your hands on this, hopefully they're going to put out a not a limited, more of a
I think they said later on they're going to do like a kind of a basic version, which is probably going to be good too, I'm sure. But in case you're not obsessing over this movie.
Well, some of the things that they always take away or don't, they don't include are like the poster and like maybe the book. Who knows? Or it's going to be like a condensed version, but I don't know. It might not even have the soundtrack. But yeah.
It's almost worth it for that poster if you want to get the big one.
Yeah, man. Watch them tear down the walls. Yeah. All right. Let's get out of here, man.
It's good. I got to go home and tear all the posters down in my basement now.
God, I had so many. That Raven poster. Anyways, all right, bye.
Bye.
Tear down the walls. Yeah. Gore Club. Podcast. This is the Gore Club Podcast with Steve Vessell, Ace, and Deathmetal Dave.